Here we have for sale our 2019 on a 68 plate Citroen Berlingo Enterprise, which is the spec. This is the 650 kilogram model, which refers roughly to the payload, what you can carry in the back. This one has got the 1.6 litre blue HDI diesel Euro 6 engine producing 75 PS, which is roughly 75 brake horsepower. And this is the short wheelbase panel van. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Citroen Berlingo Enterprise of this age. We'll also talk you through in detail the condition of this particular example, and also talk to you about the service history and previous ownership, seeing as it is currently available for sale here at Bridgend Van Centre. Now, the first thing I must note before we get into the van itself is that there is no VAT to pay on this particular example. We actually purchased this vehicle from a local company doing electrical supplies, and with them being not VAT registered, that allows us to sell this vehicle with no VAT. We didn't pay them VAT when we bought it, and then we can't charge VAT when we come to sell it. So a rare opportunity here, exceptionally low mileage, but no VAT to pay. Looking at the rear then, we can see that this one has got rear barn doors, so barn doors which are two doors which open like so. Now an Enterprise does come nicely with rear parking sensors, which we can see there. In terms of condition here, at the rear of the van, this is where we like to look in the reflections. You can see it is looking absolutely lovely here at the rear of the van. There's not really much I can fault it on those rear barn doors. If there's anything that I can see, I will gladly point it out to you. If we open up the rear then, this is where it just really shows its mileage so well. So opening up the rear doors, you can pull on this little yellow arm there, and that allows you to open the door out to its full 180 degree opening position, giving you maximum accessibility then into the back of the van. You can of course do exactly the same with the other door as well, but look how clean that is in the back of there. As I say, clearly not done any heavy work in its very low mileage life, but just absolutely exceptional condition. The rubber flooring or plastic flooring in the back of here is all in really good order. We've got the tie down points of course there as well to tie your cargo down. You can see the condition there of the bulkhead. This one has got the load through hatch as well, so you can fold that down and load things over the passenger seat. But absolutely stunning condition inside the rear of the vehicle. All the painted elements, the inside of the doors, these are the sorts of areas which usually show wear and tear, but this is looking very clean indeed. And this is what was, as I say, so attractive to us about this van was, as I say, of course, the low mileage, but also the condition. Now the mileage is absolutely warranted. We've got service history, so there's 3 services that we've got evidence of, again with a local garage to us and to the owner, so that's always lovely to see, and we've got invoices there to accompany that. Looking down the driver's side of the vehicle then, having a look again in those reflections. So if we're looking at these two vans here in the side of this one, it's looking really clean and smart here down the driver's side. As I say, not a tremendous amount I can really fault it on. If we open up the driver's door then, we can start to have a look inside here. So the condition there of the driver's door card looking very nice. The tiniest little marks just here to the plastic, it was worth me pointing that out. Electric windows, electric mirrors of course. We've got this nice flat bottom steering wheel, lovely light steering as well on this shape. Berlingo really does make him an absolute pleasure to drive. 2 full remote flip keys come with the vehicle of course. If we look at that mileage, which I've mentioned a few times, 15,523 miles from new, and you can see there it's all in good order. There's no warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard. Having a look inside here in the cab, and again, similar to the back, it feels like new in here. The seats are in really good order, as you can see. You've got height adjustability here. The floor as well is in good condition. If we jump inside here then, if I move this steering wheel over to the left hand side, you can see that you've got auto activated lights and wipers. You've also underneath that then, you've got your cruise control settings there and the speed limiter if you wanted to use that. 5-speed manual gearbox to go along with that 75 PS engine, so these are fantastic on fuel, these little vans. You've got air conditioning there, and you've got heated wing mirrors as well. Electronic handbrake, which sounds daunting if you haven't used them before, but really you do get used to that very quickly on this van. This nice screen here In the centre then, if I could quickly shut the door, you can plug your phone into this via a USB, and this gives you Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but of course you've got DAB radio on here as well. If I put the vehicle into reverse, it gives you a parking sensor display there on the left hand side also. Small little cubby holes then just up here on top of the dashboard, but all in all the condition very much continues in the front of the van. Not really much to fault it on there. Moving then around to the front, 15-inch wheels. These do come with wheel trims, maybe the tiniest little marks on the edge of the wheel trims just there. Having a look at the tyres as well, you can see there's plenty of life left on the tyres there also. Moving then around to the front, just trying to see if there's anything I can fault here. It's probably going to be the odd little stone chip here or there, of course, as you'd find on any used vehicle. But generally speaking, oh, there we go. There's a couple of little stone chips there, or one little stone chip there, should I say, just above my fingers. Hopefully you can see that. But generally speaking, exactly what you'd expect for 15,500 miles. It is in really, really good order. And looking then down the passenger side here, again, very much the same. Looking in good order here. There was a tiny little dent here actually when we had the vehicle, so we had this repaired, but that was just on the very edge there. But that was really about the only thing that we could find. Opening up the side loading door then gives you another look then at that load space, and then the passenger door as well, having a look at the condition there of the passenger door. Now I did mention these seats, so just up on top of here you've got this little blue tab. If you give that a pull, you can fold the seat down flat. If you just put the headrest in, it's difficult to do that with one hand actually. Can I do that with one hand? There we go. So you can fold the seat down flat. The centre seat here as well then, you can give that a pull, and that goes down as well. And that gives you then, you can push this forward. This is a little sort of work tray there that you can play around with. You can pick this seat up in the middle as well for a bit of extra cubby hole storage under there. And if I pick this up, put that back, there's another little yellow handle under here. You can pick that up as well, and that gives you access then underneath the passenger seat for a bit of extra storage. And as I say, if you turn this here, that comes down, and then when the seat is in the downward position, that allows you to load right the way through into the passenger footwell. So just to summarise this particular van then, this is a 2019, it was registered February 2019 on a 68 plate Citroen Berlingo Enterprise, the 650 kilogram model. So as I say, that refers roughly to the payload of what you can carry in the back. It is within a few kilos of that, I believe. 1.6 litre diesel blue HDI, so Euro 6 diesel engine producing 75 PS, roughly 75 brake horsepower, which doesn't sound like a lot, but in a van of this size, it really does feel ample, and as I say, it does allow them to be fantastic on fuel. So if you're going up and down the motorway or doing local journeys, you will get fantastic MPG from this little van. 3 previous services that we have invoices for, and of course, like all of our vans, they always go through our workshop, even if it's just for a health check, to make sure it's got a clean bit of health. Fantastic condition throughout, as you can see in the back, and of course all that usual Enterprise spec on the van as well. And to top all that off, no VAT to pay. If you'd like to see the full advert, if you haven't seen already, please head over to our website, bridgeendvans.co.uk, which you can see there in the sign. That's where you'll find the price, the description, the photography of the vehicle. There's a number of ways you can contact us, but I would urge you to give us a call on either of the numbers listed there in the bottom left hand side of the sign. We're just about to lose the light here, so we've just timed this about right, but the van is looking absolutely lovely here in this sunset which is coming up. Looks very, very nice indeed. We can arrange finance at very competitive rates, be that for private individuals or for limited companies. We can deliver our vehicles nationwide. We gladly deliver this anywhere in the country, and of course we can take cars or vans in part exchange as well. Thank you very much for watching.